Hey guys, this is Weapon Fight, where I put two of the most commonly compared weapons against each other to give you all the stats, comparisons and everything else to maybe not show you which is the best weapon, but to show which is the better at doing what. This week I'll be pitting the M4 against the AK, as it's probably the most common comparison that you're going to find in the game. First off, I'll be doing the damages with the M4 going first and then the AK second. At close range, the M4 will do 100 to the head, between 29 to 30 to the chest, 30 to the arms, between 35 to 36 to the body, and then between 20 to 21 to the legs. With armour it'll do 97 to the head, between 23 to 24 to the chest, and 28 to the body. The AK, however, will do 100 to the head, between 33 to 35 to the chest and arms, between 40 to 42 to the body, and then between 23 to 24 to the legs. With armour it will do 100 to the head, between 27 to 28 to the chest, and then between 32 to 33 to the body, which means on average the AK is going to do between 3 to 4 more damage for every single shot that you take at the person at close range. Then at mid-range, the M4 will do 100 to the head, between 27 to 28 to the chest, 28 to the arms, 33 to the body, and 19 to the legs. With armour it'll do 84 to the head, between 21 to 22 to the chest, and 26 to the body. Then the AK will do 100 to the head, between 31 to 33 to the chest and arms, between 37 to 39 to the body, and 21 to 22 to the legs. And then with armour it'll do 100 to the head, between 24 to 25 to the chest, and between 30 to 31 to the body, which relates to about 5 more damage per shot for the AK, and this is where it starts to really gain advantages over the M4. Then at long range, the M4 will do 97 to the head, 23 to the chest and arms, 28 to the body, and 16 to the legs. With armour it'll do 72 to the head, 18 to the chest, and 22 to the body. Then the AK will do 100 to the head, between 26 to 27 to the chest and arms, between 31 to 32 to the body, and then between 17 to 18 to the legs. With armour it'll do 91 to the head, between 20 to 21 to the chest, and 24 to the body, and once again it relates to about 5 more damage per shot for the AK. And finally, through a box, the M4 will do 39 to the head, 9 to the chest and arms, 11 to the body, and 6 to the legs. Then with armour it'll do 30 to the head, 7 to the chest, and 8 to the body. Then the AK will do 61 to the head, 14 to the chest and arms, 16 to the body, and 9 to the legs. Then with armour it'll do 46 to the head, between 10 and 11 to the chest, and 12 to the body, which relates to about 8 more damage per shot for the AK. Overall, this means on average the AK will always do 5 more damage than the M4. Now then, I'll be comparing the M4 against the AK to find the best firing rate, reload times and draw speeds. And first up we'll have the firing rate, with the M4 being faster than the AK. The M4 fires from full to empty in 2.775 seconds, while the AK does it in 2.82, which, unless you slow it down, is not noticeable whatsoever. Now the fastest reload actually goes to the AK at 2.27 seconds, while the M4 takes 2.31 seconds to reload, which, to be honest, unless you slow it down, you're not going to notice a difference. And the fastest draw speed goes to the M4A1, but to be honest, the difference between the two is minuscule. The M4 draws at 0.77 seconds, while the AK draws at 0.78. And then now finally my own opinion of the two guns. Honestly, I think the M4 is considerably easier to use than the AK. The AK is great at being powerful, and I mean, to be honest, there's not a great difference between any sort of times between the two, so you're not going to have any downside depending on which one you have there. But the main factor is that AK's recoil is quite a bit higher, so although you've got that high power, you've got the trade-off of the high recoil, and it takes getting used to just like anything else, but it's fairly logical in the sense that if you've used any other sort of gun with high recoil, they're mostly based around this gun to begin with, so you're not going to have a great deal of trouble using this. I think the M4 is better for long range, like really long range. The accuracy is better than the AK, so you have got that chance of getting longer shots, well, more accurate shots at longer ranges. The AK does have the higher power, but it's not as accurate, so, and also the recoil. Say if you're aiming for the head, sure, you'll probably hit them, but if you spray for a few seconds, you're not going to get any secondary shots on the person, whereas the M4, you've got that kind of instant backup almost. Which one would I get? Personally, I'd go for the AK. This is my own opinion as such, because I prefer it. I think it takes a bit of time getting used to, but I don't spend a large amount of my time shooting people at massively long ranges, so I generally stick to close or medium range, and this is where the AK excels, to be honest. You can get the high power down at almost the same rate as the M4, so, I mean, in a close quarters situation, the AK will win over the M4. At medium range, maybe not, but it's still going to have a fair chance over the two. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this kind of new sort of, I don't know, video style that I tried doing this week. It took considerably longer to make, as in it took twice as long to do the recording, twice as long to do the editing, because I've got to do two weapons, so that's why it took considerably longer to do. There will be a review out on Friday. Leave comments down below as to which weapon you want reviewed, the one with the most thumbs up or most comments, that's the one I'll do. Be sure to subscribe for that, and be sure to check out all the other reviews I've done. All the links will be in the description and on the annotations at the end of the video.